First of all, good to see you again. I've been up since 4 a.m., so it's been a long day. So I had to break out because I needed a coffee. So I had to break out and it's actually, I don't know if you guys have seen this, where you put coffee in it and it turns totally white.
Yes. So wait, the words appear when you fill it with coffee, or they disappear?
So on the back, the words is "He's standing right behind you" appear.
Excellent.
Which is super cool. And we get a lot of stuff from movies, but this was one thing where I was like, okay, I'm actually keeping this. But seriously, so good to see you guys again. Leigh, I want to start with you. You know, I'm a big fan of this idea of necessity being the father of invention. I know that the budget on this movie was not massive, but you guys pulled off some unbelievable visual feats that I just could not believe that you pulled that off with the budget that you had. As you're flipping through the script, and you know what your budget is, what was the first moment where you looked at something that you had to direct and just went, how the hell are we going to pull that off?
Well, the kitchen fight sequence, definitely, I remember thinking, like, I had an idea of what it would look like, and then you're thinking, okay, can we do this? And you find out in pre-production that it is very difficult. You know, there's no shortcut to doing something like that. It just takes a lot of discussions, endless meetings, a lot of meetings. It's all about the amount of meetings you have. And we had a motion control camera. We were lucky enough to have that. And we just kind of pushed our budget in Australia. We pushed it as far as it could possibly go.
It's unbelievable. The stuff that you were able to pull off, I'm sitting there watching it going like, how is this possible? Like, if you had told me that this was a $75 million movie, I would have gone, like, great. Okay, I buy it. I 100% buy it. Jason, so great. This was such a pleasant surprise for me, this movie. I remember walking out going like, that was so much better than I ever expected it would be. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Whenever I first heard that like this movie was being made and it was sort of, you know, obviously a bit of a remake, I kind of went like, okay, like do we need another one of these? And then obviously I'm happy to have been corrected, but I'm curious, Jason, for you, was there ever a moment when this kind of started happening? Did you ever have that moment where you go like, okay, do we really need one of these?
No, I never had that moment after we have the creative, but I have that moment every time. If someone says like, how about a new Invisible Man? I'm like, no. But if Leigh Whannell says, how about a new Invisible Man? This is my idea. We're going to.
Sorry, my daughter's here.
Hello.
Oh, it's a family affair. No, it's okay.
Beans. Hello, Beans.
When will Beans get to watch this movie?
I don't know. When are you going to watch The Invisible Man? Maybe when you're 15?
15. Maybe when she's 21.
Yeah, 21. You're on television right now.
You're on TV, kiddo. You look good.
Chicago says hi.
Continue.
Chicago says hi.
I thought this was going to happen at some stage. You know,
I'm glad it happened in mine. Actually, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Jason.
Buddy, I'm trying to sound, smart here. Okay.
I know. Never work with children or animals. They'll always steal the limelight. You know that.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, my point is, when Leigh says, let's do you could take the most title that's done the most times in the world, and if Leigh comes and said, I have a new idea to do it, I get super excited. So that's my answer to your question.
That's awesome. Leigh, did you ever have a moment of doubt, or did you know, like, I can do something new with this?
Replace moment of doubt with year of doubt. I live in the country of doubt. I am a doubt resident. I pay my taxes to doubt. Doubt bought my house. I never am sure that I'm doing the right thing. And I always am thinking that this is going to fail. I mean, you have moments of confidence, but I think there's the voice in my head that wants it to be great. I think it's some people might say, oh, that's a terrible thing that you've got this doubt and lack of confidence. But I actually think it keeps a fire up your ass, as we say in Australia. Like it keeps you striving. And if you start getting complacent and confident, that's when I think you're in trouble.
And Leigh, I'm sort of curious, obviously not your first time working on a low budget horror movie that ended up being a massive success. I'm curious, what did you learn from James Wan on the set of one of my favorite horror movies of all time, on the set of Saw, where obviously, once again, not a massive budget turned into this iconic horror film. What did you learn from him that was there anything that you remembered on the set of Invisible Man?
So what was interesting about making Saw was that it really felt just like a student film. I guess you realize that no matter what the budget is, eventually you're just standing on a set with some actors and a camera and you're telling a story. You can have a giant green screen and tens of millions of dollars at your disposal, or you can have a camcorder. Hi, Sabine. In the end, it's amazing how it's all just storytelling. and I would say that I didn't so much learn a lot from James on Saw. I learned a lot from him on all his movies. Like just sort of, he's been sort of a mentor throughout the years. And not even in a deliberate way, like turning around and saying to me, Leigh, you should do this or that. Just more by me observing him, I've learned a lot about movies.
And Jason, really quick, I know I got to let you guys go, but right now everyone's trying to figure out who's going to be the first person that's going to take the world of quarantine and the world of social distancing and make a movie out of it. Some people think it's going to be sort of an odd couple romantic comedy. A lot of people are saying, like, is there a horror movie to be made? So I'm curious, you're the master of horror right now, man. Is there a horror movie to be made out of the world of quarantine right now?
I'm sure there is. We are definitely not going to make it. I couldn't be less interested because of exactly what you said. Like everyone is doing a movie like that. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm living in that movie. So we ain't making it, but maybe someone will make it and I'll go see it. But I am out of that game.
All right, fair enough. Guys, seriously, I cannot thank you enough for this movie. This was the first movie that my girlfriend and I went and saw together. And because of how scary it was, like, I fully credit you guys for that relationship going well.
I thought you were going to say we're getting married.
No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. It's going well though. We're moving in the right direction.
All right, good.
Wow, the first movie you saw together as a couple.
Yep.
That's great.
I just texted her. I was like, you'll never guess who I'm talking to. So seriously, thank you guys so much. Thank you for making such incredible films. And please, I hope you and your family are staying safe.
Thank you.
Cheers.